Goodness gracious. I'll say this. You don't get that in North Carolina.
Gorgeous, eh?
Can't get that in North Carolina. We'll run. How you doing, man? Damn. Excuse me, bud. Hard pack, faster stuff. You see that hill climb, dude? Can you see it?
What's that?
Look at that hill climb. It's huge, man.
Awesome. Well, let's keep on motor.
Let's do it. Anyhow, I had a ton of work done to the bike just before coming out here. Suspension, motor work, top end, maintenance items, greasing a bunch of stuff, and hooks me up. Install the new, it looked like it had a key and stamp jet. Threw that bitch on, got her snug, even gave it a little 1/8 or 1/4 turn pop. No issues. We can go around. Thank you. And came up here. I started the bike, rode down the driveway, it ran. I just got it to temperature and literally saw if it would turn the motor over, and it did. I get it up here. You can definitely tell that, you know, there's a difference in altitude. I mean, between my fat ass breathing and this bike grunting, it runs really good up high. Really, really good up high. Down lows, running good. It's missing a little bit of punch. Not a ton, it's missing a little bit of punch. Adjusted a couple things just now, and it seemed to help me get that back. So, we'll see. There's another little trick of the trade to be able to breathe up here, because I'm out of shape. I mean, I ride a lot, but I don't exercise much. Got 10 acres of property I keep up with, and 2 dogs I play with, and dirt bikes I ride, and I'm active, but work doesn't keep me super active, not as active as it has at one point in time. A lot of driving, it's downtime, you know. But I see this Olamide. It's an old drug. It helps prevent and reduce the symptoms, if you're already experiencing it, of altitude sickness. So since 2016, I've been coming out here to Colorado on elk hunts, and I've always taken it. Called my primary care up, said, hey, got a trip coming up, need some acetazolamide. And she was like, for what? And I was like, what do you mean for what? For altitude. I have people going to Colorado all the time. They don't ever ask for that. And I'm like, well, they're probably not going to the elevation that I'm going to. They're probably going to Denver to fly to an airport and drive a car around. You know, I'm not. I'm going to the most remote parts every time, you know, whether it's elk hunting, snowboarding, just a leisure trip. I like to go and explore stuff out here. Dirt bikes, we're working it hard. Elk hunting, you're really working it hard. And I've never had anyone, this is a new primary care, I should have mentioned. I've never had anyone say anything but, okay, you want 250s or 125s? And this lady gave me, I'm out here for 10 days, she probably gave me a week's worth of 125s. And I pregame, I take one before, like on the way out here, I take one. And we stopped and stayed at about 6,000 feet elevation or so. So you take that acetazolamide, it really helps get you acclimated. Drink lots and lots and lots of water. And then above all, you know, acclimate gently. Don't go from, you know, sea level to 12,000 feet in the same day. You want to work your way up little by little. But man, these freaking views out here, holy crap on a cracker. Nothing but amazing. Nothing but amazing. Well, I don't hear John, so I'm gonna see what's going on there. Nice and tight. Let's not do that again. Well, hell, that would have been more forgiving than the last one. Bike's running perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now for a two-wheeler, look like a Walker's. Look out. Oh, look at the puppies. How are you doing? You doing okay? Oh, I guess it's time to drink a little water. about this any, but I put the IMS 3.2 gallon tank on here, as well as the Seat Concepts comfort seat that goes along with it. Holy moly. Man. So I was like, how am I gonna strap a couple 32-ounce Gatorade bottles, well they're 28s now, but a couple of the big Gatorade bottles to myself or my pack or my rig, not lose them or not worry about them getting a hole or busting. And nothing was wrong with my seat. The tank is like a 2.4 or 2.5. I think it's like a 2.5 gallon tank that comes factory. And I've done some trips before that are pushing it. You know, I came back on reserve and stuff, but I don't want to do that out here. Definitely not when we're going to be doing, you know, 60+ mile days. We got one day where we're going to do like, I think it's almost 100 miles. And I've got 2 little soap or shampoo bottles I'm gonna pack and take some oil so I can mix at least 2 gallons of gas to get back. So I'm sure that I'll burn the majority of the tank getting there, and hopefully I'll fill it up enough to get me back. This trail though, Captain Jack, you know what's up, buddy. Just got good flow, good turns, good hills, some rock features, tremendous views. Oh my god, I can't wait to see the rest of our week, man. We got a solid 10 days out here. I think I'm gonna even make a pit stop on the way home and do another ride. I'm gonna film and edit every one of these and hopefully be able to upload to YouTube now that I got high-speed internet at home. It won't take me 2 or 3 weeks uploading them a couple days at a time. I can hopefully get a couple videos uploaded in a day. There's so many little like whoops and, you know, little roller jumps. Lots of like, they're not even sand really. They're like dirt dunes. But they're freaking fun as hell. I think Camp Lamp behind me, old John, is also GoProing. So I get to see my butt crack. I mean my third person view, not my first person view. Looks like we got some camp gear. Hello folks, how are we?
Good, how are you?
Awesome, appreciate you guys working out here. It's awesome. Shit. Little forest action, looks like some interns probably. College age kids out here grunting, freaking pushing it. Here's some birdies or swirlies. Squeaky, squeaky. Put a new shifter on yesterday. Luckily I bought a spare. Hoping to not need them. I bought a spare set of levers for brake and clutch and a spare shifter. Didn't have a spare brake. They had a Hammerhead with like, you know, a ridiculous $300 price tag or something with a lifetime warranty. I was like, yeah, let's try to not mess up my right side. So I get everything that I need or think I might need. And I get here and I'm loading the bike up. Like before I even get here, I'm loading the bike up and I bumped my shifter walking and it moved a bunch, but I didn't shift a gear. I was like, what the heck is this? Oh, some dark timber, man. Some elk country over here. And I went and moved it on the splines. And it can like almost rotate the whole linkage of the shift pattern. And I was like, that's not good. Luckily I have a spare, so I put the new shifter on and it's solid. Keep that other one as a backup just to limp out if I need it. You know, put some electric tapers. Put some electric tape or something on the splines to give her a little beef, a little Teflon, or you know, something would make it grab a little better, but it'd be enough to get me out. But man, is this amazing or what? Holy crap. I don't get to ride fast much anymore. We just ride hard shit all the time. Which I don't, you know, hit these at any speed. It's normally a big root ball of rocks, and I gotta be second gear in the clutch, feathering over. These are third and fourth gear. Lean back and hit the gas and go. Justin, my brother, would freaking love it out here. This is his cup of tea. Some nice smooth single track. You can keep a pace on. That's what that boy likes. Put a fresh 505 cheater on the back. One of the best tires I've ever ran. I've ran Ibex, AT81EX, Walrod. This Shinko, I've got a Tusk Recon as a backup here. Brought it just in case. Supposed to be selling at the TJ when I get back from it, and no one gouges the sidewall or anything. It needs it. But I'm telling you guys, for me, I got 98 hours on my last one, and it was worn. I mean, it was nice and slick by the time I was done with it. But I went up the White Whale Trail in Caros, which is pretty ridiculous. It's probably the hardest trail there, hands down. And it's a big uphill creek bed. It's got a bunch of rocks and ledges and slick spots. Just, you know, it's not impossible, but it is definitely challenging. And I went up it with just a couple PSI when that tire was nearly at the end of its useful life in a downpour rain with my buddy Nick Kephart and Juan Benitez, and that thing just freaking ate. I mean, it just freaking went right up through there. So I picked up an AT81EX. I had a pinch in it, or a lug ripped on it, but it looked like new. I put 4 rides on that thing and had 3 plugs and a ripped bead by the time I was done with it. So yeah, it was used barely. That tire and I didn't agree with each other a whole lot. Then I was riding with Kevin at Brushy, and he wanted to put a new Ibex on for the Battle of the Goats race. He's like, you want this old one? I was like, heck yeah, I want it. I think I like the Ibex better. I think the traction of the AT81EX was probably maybe just a little bit better in certain situations. But I'll tell you what the Ibex didn't do. Didn't require me to put 4 freaking plugs in it plus rip a bead. It held up better. It was a better tire, in my opinion. For my riding style, my weight, it worked better for me. And if I'm being completely honest, the Shinko 505 sticky or cheater works the best, I think, for me. So that's why I bought another one and put it on here. If this tire takes me another 100 hours, heck yeah, bud, sign me up. I like good traction. I also like not having to change tires every 3 or 4 times I freaking go out. So I'm all about some longevity. That's why I don't own a Ford, Jared Pittman. On the road again, on the lonely single track highway. want to come and do every year now. I've only been out here for an hour. Oh my gosh. So amazing. Suspension's running good, Jared. Feels like a baby's bottom. Nice and smooth. We're definitely getting higher in elevation, that is. I can feel it. I'm running more pressure too than I ever would. I'm running like 10 in the front, like 7 in the rear. This stuff's pretty like granular. It's kind of loose and sandy-ish. But not all the time. It's hard packed, but there's some good amount of rock. We talked to these two boys at the lot on YZs, and I was like, hey man, what kind of pressure you running? They're like, oh, about 14 in the rear. I was like, oh, wait a minute. You gotta be running tubes. He's like, oh yeah, ultra heavy duty. I was like, well, we're on tubeless, so I'll go 8 or 10 in the rear, you know, and or 6 or 8 in the rear and 8 or 10 in the front. And so far, the 7-10 combo seems to be doing the trick pretty well. It's holding real good. It's not trying to wash or go in the turns, and it's, you know, still yet pretty solid feel. Like I'm starving for traction or washing it out. My first log hop in Colorado, I think. I might have done one earlier. Some deep timber over there. Yep, 152 main, leave a 38 pilot, drop that needle to the bottom so the clip goes to the very top position, and I'm a turn and a half out. Seems to be the secret sauce so far. Running good. Almost seemed wet dirt right there. Kind of dark color to it. Told John about 1,000 times, man, I hope we see some critters. I hope we see some critters. We saw 3 or 4 mule deer just now at before the trailhead driving in. I saw a little fairy diddle, which is like a prairie dog or a squirrel, it's small. And I'm hoping, I've seen a lot of dogs and a lot of walkers, hikers, and bikers, but I'm hoping to see some elk at some point. I don't know that we'll see them up here. Across that ridge where we saw that dark timber, that definitely looked like some some good elk country, but in here it's getting thicker too. There's a lot of deadfall. This is actually probably a pretty good location. I'd say they're going to be pretty high elevation right now. They don't tend to come down until it starts getting real cold, and it's beautiful. It's probably close to 70 degrees right now, maybe even a little better. So gotta wait at trailheads. Make sure he's still behind. This claims to be a dead end. I'd imagine we're gonna get to see the big lake overlook. Not sure of the lake name. I'll have to look again. I think it started with an M. Another little fairy diddle. They look like chipmunks back home. They have like a squirrel-like tail, fluffy and bushy and short. Into some rocky technical stuff. Looks like Brown Mountain but red. No chocolate dirt, nice sandy brown dirt with some red rock. I like it. I like it a lot. It is just so great up here. Holy moly. There's a real squirrel. Got a little blacktail on him. Oh, I hope we get to see our fair share of wildlife. It just tickles me to death. Hunting season's around the corner. Get me in the mood, go out and set some trail cams, trim some fields. Feed out, get the stands all up and ready, make sure they're in good shape. It will be here before we know it. Something else that's out here a lot from my first experience is coyotes. Oh my gosh, there's so many coyotes. And the unit that we elk hunt out here is absolutely crazy. And then there's a sign of black bear everywhere. But what the guys that are local, you know, the ranchers and guides and hands and people that are acting and stuff, they're like, oh yeah, they're out there. You won't see them, but they'll see you. And then John's telling me stories of he and Lane coming across freaking mountain lions and stuff out in the desert. There's a grouse! There's a grouse! Yes! And it just shit itself. No, it's a feather. That's a grouse. So pretty. So pretty. I'm getting my wish. Love seeing the wildlife. Thanks for the tractor. Sexy. Now my wife's jealous of my tractor. Wish you liked me as much as you like that damn dirt bike. Nah, just kidding. She doesn't say that. She just thinks it doesn't say it. Just kidding, babe. I love you. And I miss you. Another little squirrel. Here's some of those dirt, sand looking things I'm talking about. Yeah, for the most part, this is nice. I would say 20 to 30 mile an hour pace out here. Just riding easy. Doing about 15 or so through here because I know I'm coming up on a dead end at some point. But it's very, very flowy. Rides great. Oh, look, a mud hole. Yep. Couldn't ask for better for a first trail out here. We put a short loop together today. We got a 3 or 4 hour hike to our next destination, which is where we're going to be in the general area for the next 10 days, I would say. 8 days, 9 days. And we're going to go stay close to there so we can meet up with the rest of the crew. Do some more riding. Right now we're not where we need to be, but we stopped on the way out just to hit this place, and dude, so freaking glad we did. The old trail marker. Man, hair scramble out here would be, oh my god, 100. Hair scramble would be freaking sweet. So I'm just cruising right now, but I'm cruising at 28, 30 miles an hour. Mud spot. Suspension just soaks these up. I think I just saw a deer elk track. It's going too fast to tell, but pretty sizable. Oh, so pretty. Nice little stream of it. There's so many sweet ass little wall rides. We'll see if he hits the wall ride or not. Nope. I've caught a cutthroat trout before. Little tiny feller. They're about the size of your hand. Be real gentle to put them back. Man, those pine limbs carry some weight. I got whacked in the arm earlier and the shoulder just now. They're heavy. This looks like a real good spot for some elk bedding area. Oh, we're up above 10,000 feet, by the way. We were at 10,260 when I checked last. And the temperature is perfect. Literally perfect. Can't complain 1 ounce about the way it feels out here. Little creek. pretty technical. A little tight. Nice little overlook, I'd say, right there. Blue jay of sorts. Camp robber. That's what they call them up here. Freaking camp robber. Come in and steal all your food. Poop on your hat. Your gear. Whatever you got hanging out. Dude, this trail is sick. Part of me wants to fly through here, but then come into one of those rock sections like we did. Well, like right here. Probably don't want to come flying into something like this when you got a drop off down over the hill to your off-camber side. Oh, I see a waterfall. I have to get a picture. Battery's gonna die and my extra one's not on me like a dummy, so won't get the entire ride on film, but shit, I'd say I'll have plenty enough for you guys to get bored of watching. I'll probably have an hour or